This is step 2 of how to make the ultimate squirrel snare trap, which mostly is used for survival. And I'm going to be showing you how to do it step by step. Now, the only thing I'm not going to be showing is how I made this. All it is from the last one. It's a fiberglass rod, and this is just here for when it bends over. All I did was make a small hole and just put the fiberglass rod inside. Alright. Some of the items you will need before starting this: a hammer, any size. This is way too big for what I'm doing. 2 long, straight sticks. Let's see why later. 2 shorter ones. You'll see which one works for what later on. And then I made these out of metal just because, but remember the 2 L-shaped pieces I was talking about last time? This is what they'll look like. A pocket knife, any size will work, and your string. Alright, the first step is going to be figuring out how long your string has to be. Now, first you have to find your tree and all that kind of stuff, which I already have found. And I've already made 1 loop at the end of my rope. This is about a good size string. I mean, you know, you can always make it shorter, but you can never make it longer. So what you're going to do is you're first going to tie it to the top part of your tree by just looping it through, just like I showed you in the last one with the when making the actual trap part. And you're going to cut your string. It's alright if it's too long, but make it a pretty nice size, and put it at the end of your tree. Not too close, but just close enough so you get enough leverage. Alright, as you can see, this one's way too long already. Alright, after your string, you're going to put in your L's shaped. Now, we haven't done anything to the end of the other piece of string because that's for later on. But you got to get your tree or whatever you're using to bend straight across, or else this won't work. Take your string and just make it go straight down. And you can make a line in the dirt wherever you want it to be. So just so you remember where the string was. Now for me, these don't stick in very well, so I'm going to hit them diagonally in. Just take your hammer and just knock them down. And then take your other one and put it a nice distance away, probably half a foot, and pound that one in. Because you're going to take one of these, one of your long sticks, and put it through the loops in that. And also what you can do is that sometimes they may not stick in, so just pound the dirt around them just to make sure that they don't pop out or anything. Alright. After you've placed in your 2 L-shaped brackets, or whatever you want to call them, I don't know. The next part is what I said last time, is sticking one of your long sticks in between. It doesn't have to be loose, it doesn't have to be tight, it just has to sit there. If you pull up, it can't be ripping out the L pieces. Alright. Then, you're going to take your other long stick and put one end at the stick that you just placed through, and then make a line in the dirt at the other point. Just like this. and you're going to take one of your short sticks, this is actually pretty long, and you're going to place it and hammer that down straight into the ground until there's just a small piece sticking out. This has also got to be pretty deep in the ground. Pound the dirt around to get some good, just so it holds. Now, you're almost done already. Now, one thing I forgot is this is a little bit crooked. It's at an angle, so you might want to pound one of these down a little more. You can pull them out, put them in, whatever you want. After you've placed both your L's, your straight stick going in between them, your short stick going into the ground, the next part is you have to take another short stick, your second one, and you're going to tie it to this string. Now, what you first have to do is take your tree or whatever and bend it so the top of it, where you put your string, where you tied it, is going straight across, not diagonal. And you're going to have to figure this. This will take a little bit of time to do, but you'll figure it out. So you're going to take it, make it straight across, and you're going to take and put your little branch and tie it right in the middle of your two L's. If it slips, you can just slide it up. But you got to make sure that it's pretty much as close as you can get to in the middle. So you still have that bend, and it's a little bit hard to do this, but you can get it. And you're going to tie it. Make sure it's nice and tight, or else it just won't work. And this is going to hurt when it flings up and this little piece of wood smacks you in the face or anything. And I'm going to do probably a triple knot just because I'm not a big knot kind of guy. I don't know any special knots to hold this down. Use whatever you think would be best. All it's got to do is make sure there's a nice tight spot. I got to push this into the middle, or as much as I can, but I could fix that up a little bit later on. So now is the little bit harder part. As you're holding it down, you also have to figure out how much string you want. Now this varies on whatever you want. Put the stick in between the L's and just kind of make a loop of how big you want your string to be, and then leave some extra. So this is a pretty nice circle for me, so I'm not going to take this much. I'm actually going to take a little bit more. So take your pocket knife, cut it, put another loop on like I showed you in the last video. And you have your trap, and I'll just show you how to set it up one more time, and I'll show a demonstration of how fast mine